Hey there and welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a long time since we've talked, and a lot's changed in my life since the last time we've talked. One being, I finally got some good mics. So after 3 years of doing fucking YouTube, I finally have some good audio quality. At least I hope so. We'll see after this. But that's another thing that's changed in my life. I am the proud owner of a NSX. Incredible how this happened, super blessed. I want to make another video dedicated to how I got this car and more about the car, why I chose it, all that fun stuff, why it's the successor to my STI, but this is mainly a driving video, and I promise we're going to get to the POV in a second. And a great reason why this is a driving video is that right there. The snow is creeping down here in Alaska. It's going to snow any day. It's supposed to snow this week, and so if I'm going to do a driving video of good POV, this is going to be the day. The sun's out. It's somewhat dry. It's a little icy. It's below freezing today, but this is the last day I'm going to be able to make a video like this. But before we get into the POV drive, I do want to kind of do a quick walkthrough around the car because I feel like it's just right to, right? But anyways, let's get right into it. And like I said, we'll keep this introduction quick, but this is my 1993 NSX with 82,000 miles, clean title, and it's one of the greatest deals in the entire country. One of the cheapest NSXs, I can guarantee, and I'll explain that why in another video. But first of all, look how beautiful this car is, man. I have walked into my garage for a month now looking at this thing, and I still cannot get over how beautiful this car looks. It is by far the most beautiful, coolest car I have ever owned. But it came with these Reg Masters right here. I do not like the black. I hate black wheels, so we will be switching those out here shortly over the winter. Came with these beautiful tires. As you can see, they grip very nicely. Obviously, it's lowered on aftermarket suspension. Has a lightweight catback exhaust. That is pretty loud, pretty tasteful. Carbon fiber wing here, carbon fiber diffuser. Anyways, just the little mods it does have is all very tasteful. It did come with a carbon fiber front lip, but that kind of seen better days going up my driveway. I recovered it. It's off now because it's just too hard getting up my driveway. This is the interior right here. Not too much interior space, so that's why that stuff is over there, but beautiful red seats. The interior is one of my favorites on any car. The seating position, everything about it is so good. My bad, it's so dirty. As you can see, this was me seeing how dirty. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. I guess I'm not the best supercar owner in that fact. I don't really keep it clean on the exterior that often because, hey man, I'm in a rush. I'm trying to drive it, dude. Who has time to wash this thing every single day, even though that would be a pleasure? I feel like I wouldn't be doing this quick introduction justice without showing you guys the motor here. This is the V6 3-liter dual overhead cam VTEC motor. One of the greatest motors Honda has ever made, and you guys are going to figure out why. But it's just so cool also seeing the mid-engine layout. I mean, this thing is so beautiful and so cool. I swear this is the last thing I have to show you guys. I love racing, so obviously, as you guys probably know, Ayrton Senna had something to do with developing the NSX. I forget the other guy's name. I'll put his name right here, but he's a Japanese driver that had actually more say in the NSX development rather than Ayrton Senna. A lot of people don't know that, actually. But this is a GT3 Gen 2, obviously not this generation of NSX, but so pretty, man. Really cool. So I woke up early and drove to the neighboring city to go pick this little guy up, but I have no regrets, man. I have a sim racing room at home that I absolutely love to put tons of hours into, but I also collect a lot of cool die casts, and I also love owning cars that have a racing past, so this is right up my alley. My favorite race car driver ever, Ayrton Senna, had something to do with its development. And the say in the chassis, and it also was a very successful race car when it was participating in GT3. Now the second generation has also retired, but it had a successful career. But anyways, enough talking about racing and GT3 cars. Time to go race, not race. Go for a drive. Let me get the GoPro on and let's go for a POV drive. So we're about to go down one of my favorite roads in Alaska, Eklutna Lake Road. This road is absolutely amazing. So we're gonna have to be very careful because it's really late in the season. This is like the last sunny day. It was below freezing last night. So all these dark spots could be black ice, could be a really thin layer of ice. So we're gonna play it really safe. Even on a sunny day, this is a kind of a very tight road, but we're not trying to break any records. My best run ever, my STI video, I'll link it right here if you guys want to check it out. That was my best ever ride down this road. Yeah, like right there, just a little bit of slippage. So as much as I'd love to push, we're gonna have to save that for next summer. But we're still gonna do our best to have some fun today. These tires are basically, and so these tires are super slick. So here's a good spot right here. We just gotta be careful with all the shadows. That famous ultra long gearing. Yeah, this road truly is one of the best in Alaska. The steering is so tight. It's just as commutative as people say it is. For those that don't know, this is a non-assisted rack, so this is me doing all the work with the wheels. It's pretty heavy at low speeds, but once you're going like above 5 miles per hour, it starts to line up a bit. But man, the throttle, the braking, the shifting, it's just so much communication. It does nothing but talk to you. Can't wait to do this in the summer. Well, I mean, this is what I get for waiting so freaking late in the season. But to be fair, I did just get this car like a month ago. When I got it, I just really wanted to no cameras just to enjoy it as much as I could, because I know it's going away in the winter here shortly. RPM. Wow, man. Oh man, that 8,000 RPM. So this car is slower than you probably think it is. I still think it has a great amount of power for the weight, because this car does weigh under 3,000 pounds, little over under 3,000 pounds, so 270 horsepower goes a long way. But like, I'm used to, I guess, my turbocharged cars, like my Audi S4 had a stage 3 B5 S4, and that thing made about like 450 to the wheel. So I mean, compared to that, this thing is pretty slow. But I mean, who cares when the car communicates with you like this? I also have to be a bit careful just because my brakes are also kind of cooked. So this winter, that's a winter project, do the brakes and rotors. Definitely feel the vibration through the wheel from the braking. Yeah, you can see every time I hit the brakes just how much the wheel is wobbling. These brakes are very tired. And these rotors. So that's gonna be an upgrade I'm gonna be much looking forward to. What's nice about this time of year, even though it's not the best time to push considering the temperatures are so cold, there's not a whole lot of people out here. In the summer when it's ideal conditions, it's usually quite busy. Kalutna Lake is a very, very beautiful location here next to Palmer and Anchorage. Very, very beautiful lake. This road in this car, man, is just the best combination. It really is. You also feel like you're going faster than you probably are, considering just the noise and just how low this car is. Like, there's times where I'm like, oh man, I must be going 100 right now, and I'm only going like 75. Yeah, kind of like what I was saying earlier, but like what you lack in speed, you make up for in just the overall overwhelming senses. You know, the throttle feels heavy, the braking feels heavy, this linkage, the shifting, it's the best. It really is the best. It's as good as people say it is. It just communicates, does every single thing you would want it to. The gearing is a problem though in this car. It's as long as people say. I mean, like you were probably noticing, I'm not doing a whole lot of shifting just because second gear will take you to 70 miles per hour, which is quite a lot. Man, when you do end up shifting, it feels so great. The handling's obviously superb. Feels very planted. I also have some amazing tires on this thing too. A lot wider than stock. I don't have the exact specifications by memory, but we can check it out. Oh man, I mean, the whole thing is just an absolute riot. I was quite shocked by how good the motor sounds, considering it's a Honda V6. I just thought it would kind of sound a bit more raspy than it does. It does sound pretty girthy down low. And higher up in the RPM you go, like the more faint VTEC sound you really get, which is pretty cool. But anyways, let's hit it. I'm being careful over these crests too. A lot of the reason why I kind of take my time through these crests and a lot of these blind corners is, you know, we have moose here in Alaska, and if you hit one of those guys, man, I mean, it's lights out, man. I've actually been in a moose accident. I wasn't driving, I was in the back seat of a Ford Explorer. My family were coming back from grandma's house out in the valley, Big Lake area, And yeah, we got real lucky. None of us got hurt, but the car was absolutely totaled. It's pretty spooky. Pretty heavy animals, man. It's like hitting a brick wall. And a car this slow, especially, you clip their legs and they fall onto the roof of the car and basically crush you. Yeah, a lot of moose fatalities here in Alaska, so you got to be real careful. This is a nice dry area right here. You really got to wrestle this steering at low speeds. The traction control light going off. Will not be turning off traction control right now whilst it's this cold. You guys can make fun of me, but I am taking no risks. This is the most expensive car I've ever owned, and it's only been a month, so I'm still starting to get used to it. But so far, so good. I don't even think I've put 1,000 miles on this thing yet. Actually, today, ironically, the last day I'm driving it this year before it snows this week, is the longest I've driven it. Just been running errands and just driving around all over the valley, Anchorage. Just really enjoying this car for what it is. Oh, man. It's fun. Woo! Woo! This is my first mid-engine car too, so getting used to the dynamics of it has been really, really interesting. It's so planned, it's so balanced. My 911 was pretty good too. I had a 996 C4S, and that thing, it had all-wheel drive, so I didn't really get the full rear engine 911 experience. I hear the rear-wheel drive models are where you really want to go, and that's why I ended up selling my 911. Is just, it just wasn't a whole lot of fun with the all-wheel drive. I feel like I wasn't really getting the full 911 experienced. Honestly, I quite enjoyed my STI a lot more than my 911 did. Looks like we're hitting traffic up here, so we're gonna kind of take it easy, take it a little bit easy now. But if I can focus, I haven't filmed the video in a while. It's quite pretty today. Let me just kind of go over the car itself, just kind of a quick overview on my thoughts, some misconceptions, some correct rumors you've heard about the car, you know, while we're taking it a little bit chill. The gearing, I think I already said it, but I'll say it again. It is as long as people say. It is excruciating long in some of these corners, because the shifting itself is so good. It's so tight. The gearbox, as you can see, doesn't take a whole lot of room. Normally you see gearboxes take up the entire center console, but this is really composed, you know. Kind of reminds me of Ayrton Senna's, you know, the 6-speed transmissions of the day. You know, there's not a whole lot of room in a 90s 80s F1 car, so it was all the way to your like knee, just like this. Perfect position, and it feels really good. The only complaint I have is the fact that you're not really shifting too much in this car, because the gearing is so excruciatingly long. I'd have to say that's probably my biggest downside about this car so far. Other than that, there's nothing too crazy. Like I also said, I'll say it again, this car looks a lot quicker than it is. I'm not saying it's anemic, like it's not disappointing if you know what you're getting yourself into. And I think the audience for these cars, and I think Honda people in general, you know, it's about the handling, it's about the sounds and the feelings it gives you, not necessarily about straight line speed, you know, without modding it, you know. Oh, yikes. Ugh. These tires pick up so much gravel. Jeez. Anyways, like I was saying, damn, dude, that was really bad. It's so painful to hear the. It's all good though. You know, Hondas and Acuras, they're not really exactly about speed. I'd say JDM cars in general, you know what I mean? You look at how they come stock, they've never really been about straight line speed. It's mostly been about the experience of the car, you know? And I think this is a great way to look at it. And if you go in with that perspective like I have, you're not really disappointed. And again, it's not anemic. I mean, it gets up and goes. I mean, the 0 to 60 time, I think, is like 5 seconds or something like that, you know, 5.2 seconds. So it's nothing, you know, too bad. But the car is so light, you really don't have a need for more horsepower, you know what I mean? If it was any quicker, you probably wouldn't enjoy the red line. I mean, the gearing's so long as is, you know what I mean? You only hit the red line a few times, like glorious 8,000 RPM. So the lack of power, I guess, really isn't that bad of a thing. Gotta be really careful with these bumps too. Aftermarket suspension, really, really low. So you really feel the divots. And the manual rack, oh my God, man. I mean, this thing communicates with you so much, man. Every divot in the road, you feel the vibration, you feel where the front wheels are pointing. Truly is an excellent experience. Really starting to get really pretty out here. I'm so glad I was able to take this car out here into Klutna before winter. I was worried I wasn't going to have the time, but capitalized on this perfect day. Like you'd see kind of where the shadows are, where the sun's not really hitting the road so much. You can see the dark spots. But I can't wait to get to know more about this car. The reason I haven't done like a full out review or anything like that yet is I feel like I haven't really owned the car, you know, long enough to give all my thoughts and opinions. So this is just kind of my initial opinions. Oh man, this guy's gonna get out of the way like right at the end of the road. Well, thank you anyways, buddy. Or they're probably just, no. Yeah, they're letting me by, cool. This car looks really good. I don't need to own the car long enough to tell you that much. This thing is one of the, no, it's not one, it is the best looking car I've ever owned. I mean, the amount of attention this thing gets is really, really cool. And it's cool because you also get so many age groups too. You get old people that, you know, grew up, you know, when this car came out. Then you also have a lot of younger people too, man. I have a lot of kids that come up to the car and know what it is and love what it is, you know. I've had it mistaken for a Ferrari a few times, which, hey, I'm not complaining considering Ferraris are my favorite cars, my ultimate dream car, so I will not complain. Truly a wonderful car though. Oh man, you can see the mountain. I don't know if you guys can see the mountains right now. Clear day, perfect day for this. But yeah, man, I hope I make some more NSX content. I've been pretty slow on YouTube lately, obviously. I was doing really good, I think, last year with my STI. Then after I sold my STI, I haven't really... I don't want to say lack of passion, because I've been wanting to film, you know, still. It's just, I get so caught up in the moment, I either forget to turn on the camera, or it's just not like really enjoyable sometimes, just because I feel like I still need to try to be on camera, and I'm so judgmental of myself where it's like I want to make good content, I don't want to make lazy content, you know. So sometimes it's really hard to try to push myself to make really good content. Then if it doesn't turn out correctly, I'm really disappointed. I'm like, you know what I mean? I just botched a whole evening because I'm not in the moment, not enjoying the car, you know. I'm just worrying about the filming. Does it look right? You know, all that fun stuff. So been kind of slowed down on that. And you know what? I really don't regret it, because I'm glad I've enjoyed this car for the first month, like uninterrupted by myself or my own, you know, judgmental thoughts on myself and my filming, you know what I mean? It's just been, I want to take everything I can in from this car while I can, you know what I mean? Because I did just really get this thing late in the season. That's a story for another day, because I kind of technically accidentally got this, you know? It's a pretty cool story, but that's a video for another day. We're gonna get on the highway here. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I will get another POV next summer when it's really nice and warm outside and we have perfect conditions. And when I know the car a bit more, maybe go to a few autocross events and really get to know this car. But for now, let's hit that 2,000 RPM, or 8,000 RPM, stupid. Oh man, that sounds amazing. That's what it's all about, man. That's what this car is about right there, is that 8,000 RPM. But anyways, let me get out of the car and give you guys my closing thoughts. Anyways, that's a wrap to this video. Really successful day. Got a NSX diecast and went for an amazing drive. It was really awesome connecting with this car for the first time around some twisties. Even though the conditions were not the best, I still had a lot of fun. I can't wait to do more of it next summer. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Later.